Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
on a big third down. Love the discipline by the defense there. Got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tap.
He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Kentucky! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Burks. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Fletcher. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the quick pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Burks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take.
Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Making side adjustments here. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ginn. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Burks. Got it behind the line, it's Wilcox. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to keep it in the air. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ginn. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit.
Breaks into the open on the left. was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Stands in and takes the hit. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Ginn. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back open in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Kentucky.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best match.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
To the air, it's Burks. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I was about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Handoff from the gun. Quick spin on the ride. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this. To get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense putting points on the board.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Lost to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the air on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. To throw, it's Burks. Pulls it in, it's York. Bulldozes his way through. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a man miss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple.
Touchdown, Arkansas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finding open areas. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to pass, it's Burks. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ginn. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Burks. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on first down. Complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. It's complete. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you've got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Oh, look out on the right. into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kentucky 52, Arkansas 42.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3